of the newspaper, but you haven't got an article in it, have you?
What day? Let's start with what day.
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Isn't that the day that newspaper comes out?
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be in the mailbox.
Well, I got that. But Janine's taken it. She's looking at property. Always a worry.
See, that's a bad thing. Would she take all the mail?
There wasn't any other.
Besides, she's got a vacuum cleaner to play with out there.
That's a lawnmower.
A lawnmower,
yes.
I mean.
A lawn vacuum. We have very, very generously.
Yes, extremely generously.
Gifted.
A lawnmower, which we needed.
A very lovely lawnmower.
Yes.
It's very.
Exquisite.
It is exquisite. It is. In the world of lawnmowers, it's fantastic. And it's heavy enough duty to do what we need to do.
Yes.
And it runs on batteries. And it's, so...
You know the ones I really like?
No.
Are the ones over at Meredith that run around by themselves.
I know.
There's this farm, it's what, 120 acres?
I can never remember.
It's a lot of,
yes.
and it's beautiful land, and he's circling it beautifully with
Robots! Robots!
stone wall.
Yes, the stone walls are gorgeous, yes,
Stone
you're
walls.
correct.
But on the place there are these two lawnmowers that don't have a handle.
Five.
Oh, there are 5 of them?
See?
See how much I know about it? But they're all over the place. You come to these sort of turtley things wandering around, and they go up and they turn around, they come back, and they go. It's unbelievable.
It is.
It's hysterical.
It is. They're automated. What is it? It's like the borders of the fields. It does the borders, doesn't it? A pathway around about the side. They're
Right.
very impressive.
Well, besides that, the hay has grown.
And the hay is grown. Yes.
Big time.
Yes. And
Big
it's
time.
very exciting. So
You're probably watching the weather as to when they're going to actually cut it.
yes, it must be in June sometime.
Oh, I think they're going to cut it soon. That
Yeah.
hay is coming along now.
I think it's supposed to be June. But everything for
You know, all these things that are supposed to be, and then,
no, but I think that's when they've got it scheduled to do it.
well,
Um,
you go by what's coming out of the ground.
yeah, but the other farm, they monitor it very closely.
Yeah,
They come
I bet they do.
they come and admire it. It's amazing, and it's really, it's just everything's early this year, I think,
It is. It is.
including the enormous flies.
I haven't had them yet. I don't want to talk about it.
No, don't.
I don't want to talk about it.
They're
Although Ipswich is known for their green flies. I don't know whether everybody knows about their green flies.
yes.
Greenheads.
Green. Is that not July?
I don't know. It's not. It is a certain month of the year that you literally cannot be on the Ipswich beaches
No.
or anywhere near them. They are brutal. And horses down in that area have been known to have real bleeding problems. where
Yes.
They'll lose so much blood through their legs.
Yeah, because I think, are these not the ones that they don't suck the blood out with a proboscis? They slice with a mandible, they slice a hole and then just drink while it's gushing out or something like that.
Well, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite as neat and tidy as they stick a proboscis in. I think they actually like saw a hole, and then that's why you get the bleeding doesn't
You certainly get a lot
stop.
of bleeding with it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's your information for the day. Be all happy to know.
Yes, exactly. And Janine's, I think, wandering her way up from the tea tent. She and Nick are admiring the battery packs and charger for the lawnmower, and Nick's staple gun, which she's highly excited about.
Did you have a staple gun?
Yes, you know what he's like. He knows it's in the basement somewhere, and he just wanders off and he finds it.
Well, I've had 3. It's supposed to be down in my shop.
Well, there weren't any,
They're not there anymore.
so she decided to come and shop the basement.
I see. Okay. Well, there we are.
So it saves us buying extra.
I have a pretty good collection of tools, or at least I did,
Yes.
because my theory has always been when you hire someone, a craftsman to do something, you should watch them very closely and then do it the next time yourself. And the big difference is these people have specialized tools.
Yes.
And so if you get the specialized tools, some of it becomes very simple to do.
Yes. And rewarding.
Who?
And rewarding.
And rewarding.
And cost effective.
It's cost effective.
Yes.
It's cost effective. That doesn't quite explain why I have a concrete mixer down there, but
So,
do you know why I have a concrete
I
mixer?
bet you don't do concrete.
No.
What are you mixing in it? You're not cooking in it.
Huh?
Are you cooking in it?
No, I'm not cooking in it. But that's how you pick a winner.
Oh, with balls. Hello.
Here we go.
Hello, gang's all here.
I got you seats. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all here.
I can sit on a bucket right here, right next to
Oh,
it.
that's firm. Go ahead.
Oh, you can sit in that seat now.
This one's more comfortable.
Now we need to. Nick, can you make the camera show everybody?
Maybe.
Boy, you know, every time, poor Nick, just between the two of us, we're always, or three of us, Nick, can you?
He loves it really.
Yeah.
What do they say? You got a real wife and a work wife?
Yeah.
I've got a real wife. I've got a work wife as well, actually. And then I've got like, I don't know, a volunteer wife.
Yeah, that's,
And then there's my wife, who's a
What?
volunteer wife.
and then, no, the queen wife.
Hey, hang on a minute.
Jeez.
This is beginning to sound a bit cultish. You
Yeah,
need to
so
be
like,
very
I think we
careful.
may have to move to Utah or something like that.
Okay.
Well, there you are. Started off a rumor. Well done.
We were just out fixing, fence posts.
Yes.
Or Walace is still out there. He's, one of the posts at the end of the iced tea tent that is made out of a natural log,
Yeah.
which seems to be holding up the peak. And the bottom of the log, you can actually push it and it moves. So he went out to the woods to go get another log.
Another log.
All right, let's have a discussion. It's holding up the peak.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
think-
holding up anything because it's
Yeah, I don't
lightly
even know,
touching
I
the
don't know
peak.
if it's, I don't
When
even
you
know.
have a,
I don't
Carlene,
think.
you have an
Carlene,
A-frame building.
Here is the center timber, right? And it goes up to the peak. There's about a 3-inch gap between the peak and the center timber, so the timber isn't holding up anything. It should be.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. When you have an A-frame building, your weight is all on the ends here. There's no weight on that.
Okay,
that-
that makes sense.
Okay,
I think it needs to be there for decorative purposes.
well, we need it
Well,
to be
it's
there.
certainly interesting the fact it's not pointed on the ground, but
We need it to
It
be
is on the
there.
ground. It's just it's not. It's swinging around like this.
Yeah.
it's still there, and this is what,
It's still
15,
there.
20 years?
I think you leave it another 10 years or so, it might actually start growing again. Yeah.
Well, I cut down that tree that it's made out of. Did you know that?
Yeah, okay.
I knew that. Yeah.
That was a great big tree right down there by the barn.
I'd love to do that.
Cut down the tree, we got lots.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, but cut it down and then make woods.
Yeah,
Feels very. I don't know.
Circle
it's
of
not
life.
tremendously cost effective,
Is it not?
and it doesn't work too well if you have another job.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I got another 3 jobs. Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Have you?
Then there's that working husband. And,
You know, between all the jobs I've got and the multiple wives, I just don't know where I would find time. You know?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, God.
I'm going to end up in court over something else now in a minute.
I know.
Right. Yeah, we call you the IT husband. I'm always like, Elizabeth, where's your IT husband? So, but fortunately, that's all worked out. So the good news is we've also started talking. We're making really good progress on. Oh, the camera's over there. Making really good progress on the iced tea tent. I'm just here for a quick update before I go back to work because I'm now in charge of landscaping.
Yeah.
So the iced tea tent is coming along nicely, although I'm well ahead of Elizabeth in we've sanded down 2 tables, and Elizabeth's painted one. I'm on my 3rd table. She's falling behind. So she's painting. I'm sanding. We put up the boards along the back, cleared out that section, and put up the fence along the side. Elizabeth is going to hang really pretty lights.
Ah.
Very excited about that. And we have electricity to do that. And
Christmas lights?
Not quite Christmas lights, just they're like bulbs. You know, they're all
They're on a
bulbs.
string, but they're big bulbs.
do you know what I realized today? In the area by the pond,
Mm-hmm,
where we have the Pam's area,
mm-hmm.
call it Pam from Pam Paul, overlooking the pond. There's electricity there.
You're joking.
And so we could hang up some
Lights.
lights around. We're gonna do something decorative there. I put the bench there the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thinking-
is that weird? Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we could make that into a, with the lights there.
That'd be a nice sit
That'd
down.
be
That's on
Yeah.
that pole.
On the pole, there's
Well,
electricity.
you know, there used to be a chicken coop there. You don't even remember that.
Right there?
Down there, yep, that's why we had wire out that far, and I had brought it a little further and made it.
Oh, yes, I do. That was, okay, so that was the chicken coop that my sister, I think I put this in the book, but my sister Gwen, this is years ago, she is addicted to eBay. She got addicted to eBay, so she had a job, she would get up in the morning, you know, go to work every morning, so she didn't want to tell her husband that she was buying things on eBay, and she bought something on eBay and needed to pay for it, so what she did was, she went to, she came over here, my mother paid her $200 to clean out the chicken coop, which hadn't been cleaned out in like a year. So she came over here all dressed up for work, went into the house, it was in the winter, put on a snowmobile suit,
That's one does.
as one does, took off her dress, because this was literally 20 years ago when we dressed up to go to work, put on a snowmobile suit and a thing over her head, like a shower cap over her head, spent 8 hours cleaning up the chicken coop, came back in, took a shower, put everything back on, went and bought her Ferragamo shoes off of eBay, and then went back to work like she'd gone to work all day. That's why I remember that chicken coop,
There you
because I
go.
remember Gwen cleaning it.
That is nice. You know, she called you just a few minutes ago.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
I haven't talked to her yet.
Oh.
She's wondering about my day.
I've got an eBay story.
You got an eBay story?
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
it?
So, I was in my dad's house one day and I was on the computer and I was on eBay and my dad comes up behind me and he said, "What's that?" And I said, "Oh, this is eBay." He said, "What is it?" I said, "You bid on things like, you know, secondhand things and stuff like that, and you buy them. Like there's a little competition, and if you've got the highest bid, you win." And he went, "Really?" I said, yeah. He said, "Type in Rupert the Bear." Yeah. So Rupert the Bear in the UK is like a
Comic strip.
kind of like a comic strip. It was very, very old, back 100 odd years, and it
Yeah.
used to be in the Daily Express newspaper every day. Would be a Rupert the Bear strip that would tell a little story about Rupert's adventures. Rupert was like a, how did you describe Rupert?
He was a bear, but he wore, was it check trousers, yellow
Yellow check-
check
That sounds
trousers.
very familiar.
With
And
a
a
red
red jacket.
jumper.
Yeah, this
Uh-huh.
sounds really familiar. It might have been in the United
And
States.
he would
too.
go off on
Yeah.
these sort of slightly psychedelic adventures,
Yeah.
like
Splendid adventures.
where he'd meet elves and things,
Okay.
and then eventually his mother would shout, "Rupert!"
Oh, you do that so
It's time
beautifully.
to come home.
Yeah.
And Rupert would come home and as if nothing had happened and go to bed and
It was
sleep.
a children's thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, like so, my dad loved Rupert, so I type in Rupert the Bear into eBay, and he all this stuff comes up, and he's like, "Oh my God!"
I'm gonna
Like
go do that.
every year they published, based on what was in the newspaper each day, something called the Rupert the Bear Annual, and you got all the strips there, and they were beautifully bound books, you know, beautifully printed in full color, and all the rest of it. He now has probably the biggest Rupert the Bear collection in the world, no joke, yeah? And some of these books cost several thousands, yeah?
Yeah.
So when my father dies, I will have the privilege of trying to sell said Rupert the Bear books
On eBay.
on eBay
We're gonna have to build
for-
a library
for-
edition on the house.
for large amounts of money because I think like you know it's probably worth several £100,000 or something like that. So.
How's it going with my pennies? Did
Back to pennies.
I'm glad you mentioned, she wouldn't throw them out. I had 2 pennies right there. Were the only 2 that did not, she'd probably throw them back in the pot.
Uh-oh.
We start again.
Oh, something to do
Oh.
Yeah,
though.
Melinda was here cleaning today. Where is the pot?
Well, they had 2 pennies. The penny project,
It's back to ground zero.
oh, God.
Well, where was she? I'll have to
What's
call
the penny
Melinda.
project?
You know, the penny project, in 1943, the pennies were made out of white metal of some sort, not the copper.
Okay. Should probably put them in here. There they are, 2 pennies.
That would be, there they are!
Yep, yep.
Oh, my God.
What about them?
Ah,
White pennies.
Well, one of them's about $200,000.
well, apparently there's $200,000 if the one of these is one of the wrong ones or something, I don't know. But I
Is
have,
it 200 or 2 million? I thought it was 2 million.
I thought it's a lot of money.
What is it you call somebody who collects coins?
Oh,
But
Olaf
she had
told you the other
She
day.
had an old boyfriend.
Is it a numismatist or something like that?
Can't remember.
Somebody will come up with it.
Let me go on the old boyfriend. She had an old boyfriend who had a collection of all the different years. He had milk jugs all around the
It
house.
should have been a red flag, by the way.
For one,
He would literally get pennies and he had jars, lines of jars for each year, and everyone had a year. And he'd be like, oh, it's 1952, it goes in that one. And he had, I don't know, 50 of these
Oh, that's
jars, and he
exciting.
would sort them.
well,
And
yeah, or
he left a jar behind when he moved out.
in the penny.
It's way under there.
It's
And
way
so I have
under.
a jar of 1944 pennies.
The
He's not
pennies.
watching because he might call
And then
it
it came
a
out,
jar.
that one of those silver pennies was worth an awful lot of money. So I started in with this gallon of pennies with a magnet. And that's
Yeah.
what I did.
Oh,
for a
I've
while.
got one of those sticks with a magnet on the end of it.
There's a surprise.
He was one of everything. And also, isn't Tom
No, I've got lots of wives though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
only one of everything else.
That's it, it doesn't stick.
Isn't there a coin guy in Topsfield Center?
Yes, there is. Near the bagel bin.
Like, it's not like we're not there every day at the
No,
bagel
It's in the
bin.
corner.
And what do you do?
I don't know.
I don't know, you should go tomorrow. No, we
If
can't.
it's
'cause
worth
we have-
anything though,
we
if it's
have
really
big
worth
jobs.
anything, you need to sell it personally because he'll just tell you, it's not worth it.
I don't yet know what we're talking about.
Oh, going to get our penny evaluated.
Oh,
Janine, the job's not till the 31st, which
I
is
wouldn't.
Friday.
We have a job tomorrow. Judy sent it to me.
Oh, she said it's not on the thingy.
Yeah, I know, it's Judy, it's I know where it
we
is.
can go back in the
Okay.
corner here.
It's in Peabody, we have a job tomorrow with, the donkeys,
Oh,
and then we have a job on Friday, I think with donkeys too, or they're coming here, I can't remember, she just sent it to me.
no idea.
Where are we going tomorrow?
You're going to a dentist appointment at 9 o'clock, we're going to see, the nursing home in Peabody, you have another dentist appointment.
Oh, so you're not going with you at all?
I don't think so,
No.
I gotta find you a ride to the dentist, so we'll figure that out.
Where
That's
is the
tomorrow.
dentist?
Where is your dentist?
Right down the center of Topsfield.
Okay, yeah, so maybe Carly could get you there, and I'll take my truck and the horse trailer. So, yeah, any
So,
questions?
we had a super time at the vet this morning, didn't we?
We had a very good time at the vet, who said he'd be watching tonight. Funny guy.
We have a vet lawyer, by the way.
He's watching.
Funny guy. Well, all our vet appointments will now be on Wednesday, because he's only a vet on a Wednesday. He's also a lawyer, which was also very interesting.
Yes.
But anyway, we got discussing things in general, and we ended up with
Going home with 2 dogs.
going home with 2 dogs.
Thank God only 2, because you went with 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we went with 2.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't need any more dogs right now.
Mr. Noodle Doodles and Ziti.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're shots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we could take Noodles with us tomorrow, because he'll get along with the horses.
Yeah.
Are you going with me tomorrow?
I could. We
That
got
was
anything
really
on
quick.
Thursday.
We don't have anybody
I
else to
think
go.
my car now takes 3 people.
No, it doesn't take 3 people.
Does it?
No, it needs a seatbelt, and then you need actual space in the back.
They
You
told
know
me
I've got
they
the
fixed it.
seats in the basement.
Yeah, the back
There's
of
no
her,
seatbelts.
have you been in the back of her car?
No,
No.
because there's no seats.
And there's no seats
Come
in
on
there.
now.
She
No,
puts,
it folded up. in
the
a
other
seat.
day, we were in the car, with 5 dogs, and it was so crowded, so crowded.
It was.
So I'm not sitting in the back.
Oh, we should actually get a school bus because they're already yellow and gold
Oh,
coloured.
okay,
Oh,
so,
geez.
yeah.
No,
Get short ones.
We've already been through the, we've
we've
been
been
through
on, no, we did the ambulance.
an
Oh, we
ambulance.
don't need
is
an
now-
ambulance.
Oh,
You can-
ambulances
You
are
can
fun.
submit a requisition request through the appropriate channels.
We've already done all that. We've had ambulances and we've had so many different types of buses. But that was during the service.
And
stuff part.
trains.
And trains.
Trains.
Oh, and trains,
Cabooses.
yeah. No airplanes though.
Oh,
No, wait,
there's an avenue to travel.
Yeah, yeah,
My brother-in-law had the airplane.
yeah, yeah. So,
I have an airplane story. They were opening a race track up here in Loudon, New Hampshire. The cars,
Yeah, yeah.
and they wanted to have,
It's shouldn't have been.
yes,
I got it, sorry.
they wanted to have a bunch of white doves fly up, whatever, so they called me as animal provider, so I got my white homing pigeons all in the back of Ron's truck, send them up there, and Ron is out in front of all these cars behind him, and I am up with my brother-in-law over the Loudon racetrack,
Okay, yeah.
watching this thing happen. And sure enough, he comes out and he raises it, and the birds are up, and it's wonderful, and everybody's so happy. They never came home. So that Loudon, New Hampshire has all, their town is covered with
White
pigeons that are
pigeons.
primarily white.
Did you not take them back
And
and say
nobody
these
knows
are not
where they
homing
came from.
pigeons?
They really belong to Mr. Smith down in Middleton.
I've often
Scott.
wondered how that works. Like, how does a homing pigeon work?
I don't know how they
Pigeons?
Like, how does it know?
Well, you just start close to home and then you go a little further every day.
Is
Well,
that
yeah,
right?
there's been stories about dogs that have ended up in, oh, the goats just went by, that have ended up in California and then found their way back, got loose and found their way back to like Minnesota or something.
There's been
Animals
stories
know.
about dogs in my family that went out and got on the train and went to school and found their way back because the school called them up and said, "Your dog's here." Actually got on the train with all the kids going to school,
Oh, he was the naughtiest.
got off
one
the
of them.
train,
Yeah.
and this is, I mean, got off the train about 5 or 6 miles away.
Yeah.
And went to school,
Yeah.
a very posh school actually, with all these kids, and just followed them in and, "You come and get your dog? Where is he?" "He's at Hutchison's Grammar School."
They're like, jolly good.
Yeah,
Surprised that she didn't ask to keep him for a wee while.
That dog was bad.
Very
He
naughty.
was not.
No, he was a really nice dog.
My mum's dog.
Plato. Plato. Was it
He wasn't
Plato?
that nice a dog, darling.
He was a nice dog.
I like the name Plato.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, don't forget, the
Penny
chicken,
Penny.
the chicken bingo on, when? 3rd, on the 3rd of June is naming the donkey.
But I thought it was only
If it
naming
was
the
sold.
donkey if we sell out.
Oh, yes, it's only naming of the donkey if we
They're
sell.
they're on their way, they've only got like
Yes,
100 to sell.
okay, good.
Well done.
So,
Yeah.
because we're doing, we got Walace working and Bruno working every day fixing fences. We're making a lot of progress. I'm very pleased with it.
Maybe we could have a secondary market thing where whoever wins could sell the naming rights to somebody else who really wants to name the donkey.
Well, that could happen.
Yeah, well, that's,
Yeah.
the private reselling, I don't, as
We don't
long
get
as
into
we.
that.
Yeah, we
As
should
long
get
as
some
the chick-
commission on that though.
Oh,
yeah?
okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, as long as, we get,
It's
Every-
like
as
the
long as we keep
draft,
everyone
it's like the
happy,
NFL draft, except not quite as exciting.
And donkeys.
Yeah.
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 Well, Carly just went by a little earlier with, the little donkey, and they're like, what's the name? And he still doesn't have a name. Has it been a month yet?
No.
Because as soon as it's a month, he can go out on a job with us.
Yeah.
Baby donkeys
Yeah.
called at the moment.
He's called Trouble, actually.
He's so
Yeah.
cute.
He is.
It
Lovely.
is
He's
the
lovely.
cutest animal I've ever seen in my
yeah.
life.
I have said that for years, the baby donkey
Is
is
the cutest.
cutest baby.
He gets the little zoomies and he's running around his long legs like.
And he's
I
so
know.
happy.
So happy.
Fast?
Yes.
Holy
You'd be
crap.
having the worst day in the world when you look at that.
Ah,
Ah, the world's
Yeah.
not so bad after all.
yeah. Yeah, so cuddly. You know, my favorite is that little, the lily flower, the new therapy pony that we're
mini
taking,
horse.
to the,
Oh, flower.
flower. You
Yeah.
guys call her flower. I don't like that name, so I call her lily flower.
Lily flower.
Yeah.
And
I
she is
prefer
super,
that,
she is
really.
super cuddly.
Yes.
She comes right up and just,
Well, I think Elizabeth's allergic to lilies.
No, I'm not.
Where is she? She's not here.
you know, we
I
gotta
thought
get those
we had
two
to get
horses.
calla lilies for our wedding because you were allergic to the other ones.
We didn't take the horses over to Meredith.
Not me.
We were supposed to. What's the status? Is Carlene gonna take the horses over to
Kate
Mary?
wants them to go tomorrow.
Oh, okay, all right.
And I'll tell you, who's going to have real trouble is going to be Tenny, because he and Delight are like that.
Yeah, but then he's gonna look at the field of long grass
And go,
and go, oh well,
whatever.
women,
And she really
Ponies
can't,
could-
she really can't go over there.
oh no,
She's a bit
she's
roly
so
poly at
fat.
the best of times.
So yeah, so once we move those two horses, which I've been saying that we should move since Monday, I was supposed to do it on Tuesday, I blew it off.
I was supposed to do it today.
You blew it off. And so, they're still here, but we're moving two of the big horses over. When the big horses go over to Meredith, and it gives them a break, there's literally a field of grass with, the miniature horse flower, and Clark is in there.
Clark's there.
The grass is so long, you gotta look really hard to find them in it. You just see the grass moving, it's up to Lily's back or Flower's
Yeah.
back. So the horses have to go in there and clear it,
Yes.
and they'll have, it's about, what is that, how many acres do you think that is?
I don't know, did you not tell me 5 at one point?
About 5 acres, I guess.
Yeah.
Across the
don't know.
street.
Can't be 5 acres. I'd say it's about 2 acres.
There you go.
Okay, two
It's a
acres.
big field.
It's a
It's
big
whatever,
field.
yeah,
It's a big
it'll take
field.
them,
It's
it'll
a big
take them.
enough field for me to get stuck in the mud.
Yeah, that's the field that Carlene got stuck in the mud.
Yeah,
So-
that's right. That one
And we can't mow it until the grass is so long, it's hard
Yeah.
to mow it, so.
Did
there-
we,
and
did
it
we
was-
mention the lawnmower?
Oh, and the lawnmower came today, we got the lawnmower, so after mail call, we got the lawnmower and we moved just the wooden frame of the teepee, because I think that's what we're gonna use over in the, what do we call it, the Pam's area? What is the name of that?
We'll have to give it a name.
It's something Pam's,
Yes.
whatever that is,
We'll
that
wait-
area.
we'll Wait for
We're
suggestions.
gonna put the TP back up.
Yes, we're gonna put it up in the area where
Okay.
the bench is that overlooks the pond. And we have to, we gotta get, Bud is already working on the sprinklers in the ponds, because those are
Fountains, Janine, fountains.
Fountains.
Sprinklers.
fountains.
Oh.
And we have to get a fountain for the other pond, because it's,
I don't think so.
why?
I think that other pond is beyond help.
Oh no, we gotta help that pond. I'm very hopeful.
Well,
Hopefully
I'll
we
tell
can
you who
help.
to get a hold of, a guy named Jack Parr,
Call him right now.
Medford, because he cleaned up the Charles River. And he's got one of our dogs,
All right, Jack Parr,
Jack Parr.
get him on the phone, All right, so we gotta clean up
Anybody
that pond.
know? Actually,
I mean, that pond wasn't that bad till, like maybe last year it started.
I was looking at that thing. Would you not be
It's
better
all
having it
green.
as one pond? Just taking out the bit in the middle?
No. Because the donkeys run round it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there is,
There's a natural divide.
no, but there's also a tube underneath that,
I know, I was just thinking, it's the same
Yeah,
pond
yeah.
really,
yeah,
and you could just make the track go around the whole thing and
yeah.
rather than have 2 ponds.
We probably shouldn't say this because we're changing wetlands.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not
shush.
supposed to let,
No.
yeah, that would have been a wetlands violation. I think we're allowed to add
I actually think it needs
A fountain.
air. It
Yeah.
needs to be oxygenated.
yeah, so somebody
because
needs
it's
to do
quite
some
slimy.
research and find out what we need to
Have you
put in
got
that.
I
anything
wouldn't
else to say
change
about
anything out
the,
there.
lawnmower?
Yes. And we must say thank you so very much for the lawnmower, because
Yes,
it was a very kind
donation from Tim Collins
and Emily.
and Emily Collins. Tim and
Yes.
Emily and Corey probably were all involved, the Collins family. And he was the one that set up he's the one that let me borrow his and then agreed to buy us one, which is fantastic.
Very generous.
we
Thank
need
you
to
so
get a
much.
letter to him.
We'll get him a letter, yes. I
Yes.
As a monkey fist.
He already has monkey fist.
Oh, just the one?
Yeah, really. And he has, or they have pasta, so,
Uh,
Very good
Yeah.
pasta.
That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, they have pasta.
yeah, so, but that was a very kind, generous
Very
donation.
kind.
Yeah, it's just,
So was
pasta's more of a
pasta.
liability than a
So
gift,
was
really.
pasta?
No, I'm talking about the lawnmower. I'm yet to use it, we're charging the batteries as we speak, very excited. because there's lots of lawn that we need
Get
to,
under control.
yeah, so I'm on it.
Yes, excellent.
Any questions today?
I've got lots, I've got them all here. Can you
Okay.
talk about the court case today?
What happened in court? Okay, so today in court, it was at 9 o'clock. I went over to meet with Shep, our lawyer. And the way that I didn't really understand, but the way that it's set up is you could either respond to the case online or go into the courtroom. So there were people that were waiting for the same judge in the courtroom, and we were some of the online people. So we had watched a couple other cases, and they finally got to us. The first thing he did was a little bit concerning. The way he started off was, SDP versus Carlene White, and he kind of reprimanded us. He was saying, I can't believe you're a nonprofit and you guys can't mediate this. I've seen you've been in front of us for this is. He said this is
Two years.
No, I think he said 4 times.
Yes.
That we had been in front of him, and that we can't seem to come to agreement.
And we
On it.
mediated once.
No,
Yeah, we mediated, yeah, so.
more than once.
Yeah, so anyways, but he reprimanded us for being a nonprofit and not being able to resolve a conflict. So I thought, well, we're off to a bad start. And then their lawyer explained the motion was based on wording that was put. Now, I have to be very careful because everything I do and say in a online platform needs to be factual, or else they can add that to they have a current lawsuit against me for defamation of character. So I've always been very careful about telling the truth. So this is my understanding of what I learned today. So their lawyer presented first, and he talked about what the whole court case was about. We had gone to trial. There were facts that were presented in the trial, and then the judge came up with a decision based on what happened in the trial. The decision was presented through email. We read the decision, and it was a final decision. It wasn't one that could be appealed. The judge had reviewed all the facts of the case. Everyone in the courtroom, it was like, just SDP side and Carlene White side. It wasn't like we had a jury or anything. Everyone agreed with these are the facts of the case. He put together based on his understanding of the law, a judgment. And that judgment was supposed to be final. However,
Could I say one thing?
Yeah,
That
yes.
judgment, do you remember, it took weeks.
oh, it was 3 weeks, yeah.
No, it was
Oh,
long.
longer, yeah.
So this was the male judge, and this was the court case. Did this one start in February the 16th?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Something in February, and we were sitting waiting and waiting,
and waiting.
and it took a long
Yeah.
time.
But he finally came out with
And he was
and the-
very considered in it.
Yes, he had, I remember the day we were in court, his last question was, what's gonna happen with the dogs? So, I liked the fact that he asked about the dogs because it showed he was compassionate. And I realized that was probably not gonna work to our favor because we're not responsible for the dogs. So I was prepared for the judgment that came out. In his judgment, it was very complimentary, all the hard work that my mother had put into the service dog project for the 25 years, 20 years, I don't know how many years,
Something like
the
that.
millions of years it took to found it, and he was,
Millions.
and it allowed, I wanted to be careful with my wording, the service dog project to stay on this property until December 31st, 2024. So we've accepted that as a
In
fact.
accordance with the lease.
In accordance with the lease. There was, the service dog project does owe money to Carlene White, and this was what the case was about today. Today was that they had said that fact that was presented in the trial was not, they wanted to change the wording in the final judgment so that wasn't a requirement that they repay the loan. And the judge denied it. So that means that they are responsible for that. And the judgment because the only way that the judge would change his ruling if there was a misinterpretation of facts, there was an error in what he had done, and he because it was a final judgment, so he said that nothing would would change, that their wish to change the wording of the final judgment was denied. So, and it did, as soon as he said that, their attorney, the Service Dog Project attorney, said that he's planning to appeal that. So he is, unfortunately, it was a huge win for us, but it will be appealed again.
You can't keep appealing things.
You
That's
can,
a
well, I
second
think that's,
appeal.
I don't know enough
Yeah,
about
I
the
think
law.
so. The thing I understand about situations like this is, and again, I'm an armchair lawyer, not a practicing one, obviously. Is that while that they can appeal,
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that they don't have to make the settlement, because
Right.
people could just do that
well, the
and
problem
keep doing
with,
it.
I look at the numbers of how much we've spent, which
Yeah.
is pretty much the amount that they owe us.
Yeah.
It's about what we spend legal
Yeah,
fees,
yeah.
and every time they appeal anything, like today was a $1,500 day. Anytime we have to have our lawyer,
Well,
in
so
court,
I
it's
think there's two
$1,500.
things. First of all, I think you have to have a basis on which you're making an appeal, and you'll only be able to
Yeah.
file an appeal if there's a reason
Yeah.
that appeal has any
I don't
chance
know
of
how- yeah.
succeeding. So I think you have to do that. And secondly, in the interim, you have to pay the money anyway, normally.
yeah, well, I
Yeah,
think,
but-
I don't know the law, so I don't even want to comment on it, but I'm just telling you what happened today. So anyways, there was a judgment that I felt was in our favor. I was pretty excited that, because had we lost today, it would have, all I think about is how much is this gonna cost in legal bills? How much is this gonna cost in legal? Had we lost today, we would have had so many more legal bills. I think this was a little bit of a setback for them, so that maybe they will not be pushing forward with as many motions. I'm hopeful, because right now, as it stands, we have many more appearances in court, and I'm hoping that this kind of puts the brakes on it a little bit. So we'll find out, but I'm very positive.
Somewhere along the line, doesn't a lawyer expenses or whatever.
Yeah, there is, I know that Shep has it in there. It's so confusing because there's so many different, there's this case, there's this case, there's this case. One of those cases has us getting our legal fees back for all of the different appearances, and I really, like, you could buy a very nice car for as much as we've had spent. in
Like the
legal.
one you're driving, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, the car that I'm driving is not
It's
my
lovely.
car. Yeah, I'm driving today I'm driving the Volvo, and I normally drive an F-350 pickup truck. Sometimes I drive my Nissan Armada when I'm
Well, if you're lucky,
down in South Carolina, in my, so.
in your
yes.
second home.
Yeah, so I know there was some issue about the car that I was driving. It's not my car.
She stole it,
I
which
stole
is
it.
not a problem.
I stole it. I was hoping to resell it on eBay.
Well,
To
yeah.
pay some legal
Ask
fees.
Nick, he
Yeah,
needs to do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
yes.
Or Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen is really the expert. Although,
Yeah,
I think that most people have given up on eBay because we're all over Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
The thing I notice on eBay now is that most of the stuff on eBay is like, it's not auctions, it's selling. It's just
Yeah.
straight, buy this for
Right, right.
X dollars. It's actually
Yeah,
new stuff
yeah.
and
And I spent enough time just wandering around Facebook Marketplace, and we've had a Facebook Marketplace freeze on this property because we have too many projects going on simultaneously and not enough room to store all the stuff. Like the
Like what?
like the run-in shed that we can't even get over to pick up. So we're on a Facebook Marketplace freeze.
I texted
So
to get there.
hopefully I was able to present everyone with the facts. I hope I
I think
didn't
there was
miss
a
it.
couple of things that were worth mentioning around, other things that came up during the day. Yeah,
Like, which part?
maybe I should shut up.
Oh, go ahead, we can.
Whisper.
Like, so,
No.
no, all right.
Well done. Well stopped. That's very, very,
See,
very
I'm learning
intuitive
all,
of
with
you.
all this wifely input.
He's like.
I'm like learning.
Yeah, they call it henpecked.
That's it, yeah.
Since we have chickens on this property and we've seen chickens, hens, get pecked by other hens.
Oh, yes.
It's not pleasant,
No.
sorry, yeah, so, yeah.
But well caught in time.
I know, it was
Yeah.
amazing
Sorry for
actually that
whispering,
I
that's rude.
Yeah, so
held
we're,
myself back.
we're in good spirits today. I have to say that I have feeling like there is finally light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Not
Yeah,
that,
and
you know.
I thought it was worth mentioning that
Well, hang on.
any settlement or monies that are owed is owed to Carlene. It's not owed to
Goldies.
Goldie.
Oh, right, yes,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
just want, in
a
case
regard.
people thought that
Yeah, yeah,
that meant we had,
yes.
This is just repayment of what I owe.
Yes, this is, I don't know if we want to go into the details, but in the contract, Service Dog Project is supposed to pay, like, the
You
rent.
better not get into.
Okay, so, yeah,
okay, but anyways,
yeah.
It's
And
hers,
Carlene
not-
White, the
I
example,
paid some bills that they needed to pay.
it was described in the contract that they should have paid. Carlene paid, on average, $60,000 a year to keep Service Dog Project up. I mean, never mind the thousands of dollars that you spent creating as the founder, launching it, and keeping it running for over the past 20 years. She spent quite a fortune, but in this one particular case, it states in the contract that was something that they should have paid. And we all, as the board member, we all knew that my mother was paying it, and we were, like, okay, well, we being the Service Dog Project, really had so many other priorities, and we're like, well, someday we'll pay her back. Someday we'll pay her back. Because there was so much, we were so focused on things like making sure the Dog Fest was fantastic, making sure that, we had everything we needed for the dogs and
Replacing dogs.
yeah. So it just wasn't a priority for us to pay her back, but now it is a priority for her to get paid back.
It is.
And that's like a low-bearing fruit. It's one of the things that, one of the only things that, I feel that is something that we could get back while she's still around to, be able to do as she pleases with it. So,
Buy whipped cream.
buy whipped cream.
No, mango smoothies.
Oh, yes, and our mango smoothie budget.
Mango smoothies.
We are on a mango smoothie.
Yeah.
They're what the hell, it's $7.95 a mango smoothie? $7.95 a mango, and I tried making,
and to be clear, we pay for that ourselves.
yes.
And there's 4 of us every day.
I know.
Every day.
Yeah.
We go sneak in to get a mango smoothie, and who's walking out but Nick with his mango smoothie.
Yeah.
I tried making
Mango.
mango,
I thought it was
He's
strawberry.
strawberry and banana.
That's strawberry
Uh,
banana, yeah.
I tried making them here, but nobody likes them here.
Well,
You put a sugar in it.
I think we should just make one big smoothie once a day. If you multiply $8
I know.
times 4 of us
how do
every
you
day.
make them?
I got a blender out, it's right over there. I got a blender, I got mango, I got ice cream, I got milk, I got
Right,
yogurt.
so you need,
Is this cooking advice?
no, because I got Maria, who works in the bagel bin, to show me exactly how to make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Like with the
I-
frozen.
Is this another one of your wives?
No, I got the frozen mango stuff, we already ran out of that, but, that poor stuff she puts in,
Yeah,
I didn't get
Again,
that.
that's, I think, the critical part, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause mine
And
are
then
a
getting
little
the
too-
right amount of milk,
Yeah, mine are a little too healthy,
yeah.
and there's no ice cubes in this. So-
Yeah, but I don't think, did they put this cubes? I think they do, because it's just,
Oh, because the mangoes are
because the
frozen.
mango's
mango's
frozen.
frozen.
Yeah.
And then the syrup, getting the syrup measured.
Where do we get that syrup?
Oh, we
Amazon.
eBay.
got it in the house.
eBay.
You have it in the house.
We don't have mango, no.
We don't have mango, but,
You got your strawberry.
yeah, we got,
You get it on Amazon, I think.
Okay, all right, so anyways, any questions about anything I've said? Hopefully I was factual.
Hold on.
I think you probably could have just said, I'm smiling today. And that would have gone as far as you had to go.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think the thing is, it's actually, yes, you're quite right, but the problem is, it's all online.
Yeah, all those,
And so I think you need to clarify what the court document says when it says
Yeah.
denied.
yeah, well, that's,
Um,
and my phone has been pinging
Yeah.
all day of people trying to know what the
Yeah.
status was,
yeah,
so,
when you've got
I'm trying
some
to be trans-
content to talk about, you gotta talk about your content.
yeah,
Because there was no mail.
With the mail.
no mail.
I can
We
believe
try to
that.
be transparent.
You took the mail.
No,
You got the newspaper.
there was a newspaper.
I know.
Somebody was asking about
Wednesday.
noodles or something.
Oh, was that, okay, so we'll have to get the newspaper down there, because I didn't bring it up.
Oh, it was a question for you about noodles.
Me or
Him.
Nick?
We've heard
It said
stories
Nick.
about noodles.
It said, Nick, how is your boy Noodles?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not sure he's my boy Noodles.
We've heard
I
stories.
just want to clarify that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's super. He's very cute, and he's a very sweet little dog. He's doing very well.
You went off with Kate today.
He's away off in his training
Yeah,
run
he goes out for a big run with Kate once or twice a week,
twice a week.
and
It's like 5 miles. It's a big.
Yeah.
and I think he's great actually. He's a super little dog. I like him,
Yeah, he's a nice little dog.
but he's doing really well.
He's starting to be a big boy.
But he's so gentle with her, with Ziti, isn't he?
Gentle with her?
Yeah, well, she started to
She
be.
jumps on him.
He's a,
No.
Oh!
If mine didn't start out that way.
Yeah, well, she's certainly that
Oh,
way
oh
now.
wait, there's something that's been delivered to the,
Will you go down to the mail?
oh no, let me just see the picture. There's a picture. Let me see where it is.
Would you
Looks
mind?
like it's in, I'll go get it. It looks like it's in the box. Let me go get,
I'll go get it.
I can go get it.
Well, I've been told to go and get it by the wife.
Okay.
I'm chief wife.
Chief wife.
Wife in charge.
chief.
Yeah.
We
And,
start calling Noodles the puppy in chief.
Fucking chief. Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
so,
hear a word he said.
He says Noodles is the puppy in chief.
Oh.
But he actually sleeps on the bed at night time with Nick.
Did you hear this story?
Ah,
did he sleep in the bed?
with Nick.
Yeah, no, I did hear it.
Yeah.
With the pillow and the covers and everything?
And we kind of have a policy of the dog's not in the bed at night time.
Yeah, well, you know what I did yesterday is I put together a crate that size, the big crate for
Ah.
Carl, because you walk into the house, every piece of furniture is covered with plastic, like those plastic that, they're like the little pallet plastics, all over everything, because he sleeps on the couches, he sleeps on the, he sleeps in the chairs, like a chair like this. Carl will curl up and sleep on the chair, and Olaf has said he didn't want to put the dog in a crate. So I got a gigantic crate, and he says, because the crates are ugly and I'm going to feel bad. And, and I walk in the house, everything is so covered with stuff. And I'm like, you know what? You know what looks worse than
Excuse
a
me.
crate? Is everything covered with plastic so the dog doesn't
Hey,
want it.
Wallace.
So
Hello.
I put it together myself.
Yeah.
And
Oh, good.
Wallace is here.
Here's Noodles coming.
Wallace, we'd like a full report on, come on in.
Oh,
Give us a full report on your progress,
Okay.
because that's what I'm here.
Here comes Walace.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Just one thing came out. Yes, there are another 2 open court
You want to
cases.
sit?
And
Yeah.
one of them is my court case.
Oh,
with
your
Goldy's
court case.
farm
Or your
on
court case
June the
is coming up.
18th.
How we
And then the other one I think
Everything
has been
good?
pushed out to 2026. Is that the one?
Yeah, there's something in 2026. I don't know why
something
that's so far out.
What are you doing?
I'm opening, oh,
Is that yours or mine?
sorry, she handed it to me. Wallace, what's going on?
So today we did cut a big piece of tree to replace
See if there's a thing
Um,
inside.
the house over
Crazy
there
Acres
where
Animal
will be
Sanctuary.
Yeah,
a picnic place.
How'd
I
it
can't
go?
see a name.
Perfect. A little trouble over there. We did stuck on the mud a little bit, but everything.
But you
got-
you got it out.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So now the next step is we move to under where we're gonna put him, the big post,
Okay, yeah,
and then remove the old one
yeah.
and install the new one.
So is Bruno coming back tomorrow?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
have-
look what he's doing.
Hello.
Oh, he's
Noodles.
dirty, he's dirty. Look at
Hey.
him. Well,
It's
No
Noodles.
way.
He's growing. Yeah. Whoa, you are big.
He's the best boy.
When I get home, we don't smell my dog.
That dog is
He
attacking
gets
Noodles.
crazy. He's
Look, she smells that with everything.
oh, Noodles, come here.
Come on, Scratchy.
Yeah.
Scratchy.
so tomorrow's plane probably will be fix that, replace that post.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and if we can
You
get
ride any
done,
horses today?
huh?
Did you ride any horses
If I
today?
did, yes, was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not so much a problem. Horses, just
Do
like
you want to ride on Saturday?
So what
Saturday
time?
morning?
Saturday
In the morning?
Morning? Yes.
If I have horses ready for you, just show up, all
Perfect.
ready to go.
All
Because
right.
you gotta ride Sunshine.
Oh. Ooh.
All right.
Sound effects.
So, all right, everyone. So we're gonna leave now,
Okay,
and tomorrow the plan is put the post back.
all right.
All right.
Oh, the
Thank you
post
so
and they
much.
run at the back of the house.
Yes.
Perfect.
Carlene, thank you.
You're welcome.
All
Oh,
right.
I see you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
I left
Bye,
those
Nick.
jacks
Wait,
there,
we
but I don't
Oh,
think we
thank
need
you.
them.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I needed the other night.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
do
it was
that.
these.
I don't know if anybody saw, we have no,
Okay.
no, we did have no
Thank
safety
you.
glasses. And I was out weed whacking with a plastic bag over my head when Elizabeth caught me.
I did. So there's lots in here, 12 of them. And
This is something we
this is from
definitely need.
Judy.
Right.
Price.
Judy,
Price.
Judy Price,
Thank you very much.
Are we related to her?
I don't think so.
No, we've had that conversation before, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is a big win. What's it, we got another box there, Mom.
Yes.
It's underneath the puppy.
Oh, this is it's for you, Janine.
Oh, it's for me?
Yes.
Hey, I'm Fugan.
Yeah.
Put, wanna put that in the box?
So these are really handy to have because
Yeah.
we can leave them and we can all just grab them.
There's something else that is there a knife or something? How do you open it?
We're not telling, it's a secret. You need to start filming on a more regular basis. You just press it down in the middle. Like,
Here?
Yeah, yeah. Press it down and then pull it apart.
Are you serious? This is something, how did you learn this? Because you get so much Amazon stuff.
Our rules and.
Put these over there.
Something deep.
So thank you very much, Judy, that was very kind.
Oh, look at those
You've got
glasses.
the daddies.
Yeah, these are perfect. These are like,
Hello, Dad.
Tomorrow.
Let go with your new.
Bye,
yeah,
Walace.
these are mine. Those are to share with everybody else. These are mine. 'Cause
You know, somebody
I am the-
somebody posted a picture of you online today, like from way back. Like
Oh, yeah,
when
when
you've
you were
got
in a
when you've
jacket.
got like proper business clothes on and everything. And apparently
in
we
the
now
day.
have to refer to you as Dr. Jacques.
Oh, yeah, right.
Dr. Jacques.
That ship
Okay.
has sailed.
Oh, those are nice. You could use them for skiing
Do
as
I still look
well.
like Dr. Jakes?
I
Yes, you
think
do now.
honestly, I think you look a lot better.
That's what I thought, yeah.
A lot safer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Excellent. But
I don't
Keep
think
going.
I'm not sure Olaf will like them.
yeah. Oh, there's more. Oh,
Oh, it's one of those things that covers your neck.
oh. This is fantastic. I gotta wear my contacts when I wear these because
Yes.
everything's a little blurry right now.
And yellow.
But that's what I had to go home and take my contacts out today because they were
It's-
filled with stuff.
maybe we should lift him up. He's absolutely annihilated by that.
Oh, look at
rowdy
this.
puppy. That's perfect.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Fugan.
You have to go up to the camera and
Oh,
show them
dear.
properly.
I know, you're just lovely.
How's that?
Very
Yeah,
good.
there we go.
Okay,
We'll not miss
okay.
you.
Wow, I think I'm totally prepared. This is fantastic. Because, you know, it's really hard now that I'm no longer a academic. I'm a construction worker. Nothing wrong with that. It's really hard. It gets hot out there in the sun.
I know.
I was reading the Wall Street Journal. They had this article about how companies are being held liable for employees dying in the heat. And I was like, I can now see how
Can
that
you see
happens.
your mother?
Yeah.
Excellent.
She's got a good lawyer, though. I probably won't get very far.
Good
What is this?
Oh, we got one there.
I love this.
Oh no, that's got my name on it.
That's the you, that's the
Thank
yours.
you.
You could do.
Oh,
a
do you know what
hat
this
like
is?
No,
Do you know what this is? This is super. These are wonderful things. This is a ceramic ginger grater. Yeah, look at the blank looks.
blank
that.
look.
Why would I need this?
For root ginger?
Well,
You know, fresh ginger. Oh, okay.
I can
only
honestly
time I-
say that we used to have one of these and it got broke during the move
Broken.
here and we actually used it a lot. Yeah.
The only time I think of ginger is that's what comes on the side of the sushi platters that we get at
Yes.
Star Market. Or
What you do is you
Yeah.
get your root ginger
Oh,
and
says
you peel it and then you scrape it on here and it turns it into like a paste. And then you put it in your foods or in your smoothie.
it's not working. Look.
You put it in a smoothie. I got that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look
It's really,
at the outline.
honestly, it really works. And this is
Yeah.
why Elizabeth is a great cook and
I
you're
keep
not.
hearing
Yeah.
that.
I know I've given up.
I have
cooking, though.
never, I don't think you've ever cooked anything.
I've actually given up cooking for about the last 2
Oh,
years.
Can I tell you something?
A long time.
She can cook anything. She
I-
could
I've-
make. She could make something out of the leftovers in the fridge, and you wouldn't believe it.
Apart from scallops.
Apart from scallops. Yeah.
Wait, the first time I was meeting Nick's brother
Hey,
and
hey,
his wife,
hey,
his mother had given me scallops, but they were frozen and they still had the coral on them.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, I normally would have scallops just with the meat.
Yeah.
And then the coral, I'm like, I didn't like to throw it away. And we'd been out, and I think
Oh God.
what? And I think we'd been out.
Sniffing
Oh
that.
yeah, you're diabetic too. And we'd had a few drinks, and I thought, gosh, we better get home and make this dinner for people who are used to eating something decent. And I think I just like killed them with the scallops. And they were like the most disgusting food I think I've ever created in my life. And that was the last time we saw them.
I think that was soon after that they stopped
You know,
speaking to us.
being a bad cook really does help
Pay
you
off.
determine who your friends really are. If I have a dinner party and people show up, I know they're my people.
They're hardcore.
Yeah. And usually they show up and they've already eaten dinner and they just kind of pick at what I've made. So,
Dear. So there we are. So that's all covered in safety wise.
yeah,
And
safety first.
Yeah,
I know, I
definitely,
talked
that's
to you
so
already.
wise.
This
I know,
is
I know.
fantastic.
You don't have to go back and lie down. You run
Thank
back.
you, Fugan. This is really nice.
He's a good boy.
All right.
You can take the
Okay,
goggles off
goodbye.
now,
Or you can keep them
They're
on,
pretty
which would be
comfortable.
fair.
They're pretty comfortable.
You can have the ginger grated.
These are great because like
yeah. You should have got
those,
plastic
these hug your face. I could go
Plastic
cross
doesn't
country
work. It
skiing
needs
with
to be
these.
Something
ceramic.
me, I'll break it.
I don't love it. Honestly.
Gotta loosen them up on the sides a little bit.
Okay. So I think that is us done.
Okay.
Done.
Is that
Skiing
everybody's
with
question?
it.
Yeah, I said that. See?
Did you?
See?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Done for
that's-
weddings.
I'm gonna go out and start mowing grass. And
I'm
all you're
going
doing-
to go and grate my ginger.
Okay.
I don't know what am I to do, guys. Like y'all better tell me.
I'm gonna
Actually,
eat last night's supper.
oh, there you go.
All right.
All sorted. You can cook last night's supper. Thank you so very much. Oh, boom, 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 boom. You've got to say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
He's kissing my nose. He's kissing my nose.